Hi, I'm LP Master 6. Welcome to Diglett's Cave in Pokemon Yellow version Special Pikachu Edition. Last time we got our 3rd gym badge, got Pokey the Squirtle for our 4th permanent team member, and found out about a roadblock on the way to Lavender Town. So we, instead of trying to find the alternate way through Rock Tunnel to get to Lavender Town, we are going to go back to Route 2 for some backtracking goodies. What a surprise! Diglett's dug this long tunnel. It goes right to Viridian City. Ooh. Well, I could use my bike through here, but that doesn't sound as genuine, so I'm not. But we get to see Diglett. That's all there is in here, pretty much. Just Diglett. For some reason, I was shocked that it could use Dig. Oh! The Pokemon box is full. Can't use that item. Yep, there's no warning. If you're in a very important battle, you've grinded out the encounter, and your box is full, sorry. You have to go back and then grind out that encounter again. I'm so glad that didn't happen with Raticate. We were one Pokemon away. Here's what you have to do. Access Bill's PC, change the Pokemon box. Why can't they do this automatically? I have no idea. But I'm going to meet you back inside Diglett's cave where I'm going to catch a Diglett, as you might guess. Also, you can't find anything in this entrance floor. Only down here in the actual cave that Diglett dug. We immediately find another one. The encounter rate in here is insane, but it's all just Diglett. The mole Pokemon. It prefers dark places. It spends most of its time underground, though it may pop up in caves. Height, what is that, 8 inches, or is that... That is 8 inches, right? Yeah. 2 pounds. How did they weigh it? That's something I want to know. We will name you... Who likes to dig? Stina really liked to dig. No, you know who liked to dig? Jake liked to dig. But I don't want to name... No, Diglett seems more like a Stina. I should have named Weedle Stina. Sorry, I'm referencing my cats again. We'll go with... Alright, I can't decide, so we'll just name it Dog. That sounds good, right? Dog was transferred to Bill's PC. Each box can hold 1 Pokemon. Also, our playtime is really skewed because of the fast forwarding and waiting on the multiplayer to start working. Alright, enjoy this relaxing walk through the cave where we're going to find a bunch of Diglett. There are no items in here. It's just a nice little walk. And I am shocked the encounter rate is being so nice to us. I cannot believe it took that long to find one. Oh wow, it's a Diglett! And we're already at the end. But there is actually another Pokemon you can find here. So I'm going to go find it. There we go. Didn't take too long. 5% chance of appearing is Dugtrio. They look pissed. Or it looks pissed. It's one creature, but it has 3 heads. And we don't see their bodies. Are they really one creature? I've always been confused about this. Oh, you know what would be good for catching Pokemon? Probably Seismic Toss. That does fixed damage. Okay. Well, this Pokemon actually, if I remember correctly, has a low catch rate. And also, if you haven't noticed or assumed correctly, this is Diglett's evolution. Following the trend of cutesy little Pokemon evolving into angry big Pokemon. Come on, please. Ooh. Ouch. Now, it is commonly believed that in every Pokemon game, the amount of shakes a Pokeball does is related to the likelihood of the Pokemon being caught. This is false in all the games except Generation 1. We'll give it one more try, and then I guess I'll try the Great Ball? Oh, I don't want to try the Great Ball, though. I really don't. I don't want to lose my Great Ball. Okay, so we'll just keep doing that. That's not pleasant or good. Who goes first? I don't remember. Okay, we'll swap out. Duh, that would be an obvious answer there, right? Alright guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try our one Great Ball. If anything, this will get it out of the inventory. Oh my god. How did Mew catch so easily? Also, Mew doesn't have the lowest catch rate. I was wrong. I looked it up and it was a little bit higher. It is only shaken once. I cannot believe this. Come on, this is not that hard. Just get in the ball! I'm going to have to reset. I'm going to have to reset and keep grinding out this fight. Oh. Oh. Oh, thank God. I was ready to admit defeat, but the game decided to be nice to me. The Mole Pokemon. A team of triplets that can burrow over 60 miles an hour. Due to this, some people think it's an earthquake. 73 pounds? Again, how do you weigh this creature? Is it because it's an automatic encyclopedia? Still confused about that. 2 feet tall. Okay, that makes sense. We'll name you... You know, you're a powerful digger. So I'm going to name you, JLD. My dog, Jake Long Davis. Powerful digger. Alright, see you, buddy. And see you, buddy, I say to the cave. Alright, no more bike. Ruins the mood. I went to Rock Tunnel, but it's dark and scary. If a Pokemon's flash could light it up... What? So we were supposed to go this way first? Diglett's cave. Well, I just spoiled it. I wonder what we're gonna get over here. And you recognize where we are, right? To our left is Viridian Forest. This is the way to bypass it. A fainted Pokemon can't fight, but it can still use moves like Cut. You're not an A. Get out of my face. I'm looking for Clefairy. Want to trade one for Mr. Mime? I'd love to, but I already evolved my Clefairy. So I'm going to have to go up to Mount Moon and catch another one. Oh well, I guess. Also, that's the only way to get the Pokemon known as Mr. Mime in the entire generation, I believe. Sorry, my wife is being loud if you can hear all that. Alright, use Cut. Ooh, I need to show you why. Actually, they changed the text from Cut Down a Bush to Hacked Away with Cut. That's a neat thing I didn't know about until a couple weeks ago when I was doing research for this game. Once a Pokemon learns Flash, you can get through Rock Tunnel. I wonder where we're going to get Flash. Hi, remember me? I'm Professor Octade. If you caught 10 kinds of Pokemon, I'm supposed to give you an HM05. So, Red, have you caught at least 10 kinds of Pokemon? No. Oh, I see. When you get 10 kinds, come back for HM05. I wonder, is this supposed to be the same aid as before, or are they all supposed to be different aids? Because there's more than just these 2 we've seen lately. Great, you've caught 37 kinds of Pokemon. Congratulations! And HM05 contains, of course, Flash, which lights even the darkest dungeons. Thank you, buddy. We are going to immediately give that to whoever can learn it. Hopefully, Cheater? Probably not. That's not good now that I think about it. Oh, well, Drew can learn it. The move itself just lowers a Pokemon's accuracy. So, it's really not very useful. Because we have Double Team, which heightens our evasion. Like, ×2, I think. Way better move than Flash. So I guess we'll go ahead and give this to Drew. Again, HMs don't run out. They're not single use like TMs. So we might leave that on us for when we get another Pokemon. Aha! HP up! Great. Who should we give this to? Who needs more HP? We've already given Fabric some kind of vitamin, right? So we haven't given Bulby one. Bulby, I want you to be more tanky anyway. So there you go. There's your HP. It'll raise by 1, I think. 2, maybe? But this is so cool. When I saw this for the first time as a kid, I was amazed. Like, that it just all comes back together. And that's right, another Moonstone. That is our 3rd Moonstone. And remember, there are 4 Pokemon that can evolve with the Moonstone. Pokemon. No, you don't need an item. You need Pokemon to cut down bushes. And while I'm thinking about it, before I forget, I want to show you this. Watch this. This is actually really helpful if you don't mind wasting your time more than Pokemon battles would waste your time. Oh! It cuts 4 squares at a time. I've never even seen this before. Don't worry, that is not permanent. I believe originally it was supposed to be permanent, but the save battery wasn't powerful enough or something. I don't know, something about the hardware limitations did not allow for it. And don't worry, we don't have to go back to Pallet Town. We just have one last thing over here. If you'll remember, this guy was blocked off by water and a bush. Oh, that yawn got stuck. I must have dozed off in the sun. I had this dream about a drowsy eating my dream. What's this? Where did this TM come from? This is spooky. Here, you can have this TM. That is Dream Eater. A move most famously used by Drowsy and its evolution. If a Pokemon is put to sleep, it's basically a combo move. You put a Pokemon to sleep, then you eat its dream. It only does damage to sleeping Pokemon. TM42 contains Dream Eater. I can't do a snore. My wife's been snoring lately. She probably doesn't want me to tell you guys that, though. Alright, I healed and deposited Drew so we could go up to Pewter and catch a Clefairy. And there's another thing we can do in Pewter, so I am excited. You know, I wasn't going to cut this out, but look how satisfying it is to bypass Viridian Forest. You know, a big dungeon for early in the game, you know. For especially me as a kid who had never really played too many games with dungeons before. I think this was my first RPG I ever played. Unless that was maybe Paper Mario, I can't remember. But we can finally bypass it. It just makes you feel so strong. It's like backtracking in Metroid. It's so satisfying. This is also a good time for me to talk about colors. Every town except for Pallet Town is named after an obscure, well, I guess that's objective, but most of them seem obscure, color. Pewter is a color. Vermilion's a color. Cerulean is a commonly known color, I feel like. Vermilion's a weird red-orange. That's commonly what it's called, although those are separate colors. I actually looked all of these up on Wikipedia. But what I think is really cool is most ways that you'll play it have the built-in color palette for each town that will be the actual town's color. Now other stuff, it depends on the version. For some reason Pallet Town's always blue, but like Pokemon Center, if you're playing Pokemon Blue, the inside of the Pokemon Center will be blue and not that ugly jarring reddish yellow in red or yellow. Yeah, I don't know why they chose that, but I feel like all the other colors look really good in this game, shockingly. We are proud of 2 fossils of very rare prehistoric Pokemon. I know, I saw them. The amber is clear and gold. Shh. I think that this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA. It would be great if Pokemon could be resurrected from it. But my colleagues just ignore me, so I have a favor to ask. Take this to a Pokemon lab and get it examined. Yes, give your massive scientific discovery to an 11-year-old you've never met before. Shh, get the old amber checked. Hey, buddy. You can't sneak in the back way. Oh, whatever. Do you know what amber is? No. I don't know what you're talking about. Amber is fossilized tree sap. So this guy just gave us tree sap and said, this is the best thing ever. What do you say if I say yes? There's a lab somewhere trying to resurrect ancient Pokemon from amber. Maybe we'll find that place one day. Spoilers, we will. The rocket grunts are still here. Why? I've never thought about this. It is really satisfying, by the way, to go around these early areas with the bike and being able to decimate everything. That's what it looks like, by the way, when you catch a Pokemon that you've already caught. you don't get the Pokédex entry screen, and it's really jarring because I don't often catch more than one of the same Pokemon. Are you kidding me? I've been sitting here for 10 minutes grinding a Clefairy, and then I find us 2 in a row. Alright, as you can see, I caught a Clefairy. I did not heal it. It is paralyzed. It is suffering, and we're going to go give it to this kid. It isn't here, right? Yeah. Here we go. We could use our final Moonstone on it. Well, it's not the final Moonstone. There's one more in the game after that. We're finally seeing an in-game trade. Okay, connect the cable like so. I wonder how many kids got confused and thought they actually had to connect a link cable when all they had to do, of course, was press A. Or if they thought that was a real person, this kid named Trainer. Clefairy went to Trainer. Of course, honestly, this feels weird because I never do actual human trades before doing in-game trades. But here we are. We get Mr. Mime. Whee! I love this music playing through it. There's no actual trade music. That thing looks creepy and confusing with the colors, but okay. Yeah, it's a mime. Red traded Clefairy for Mr. Mime. Hey, thanks. Isn't my old Mr. Mime great? Sure, buddy. First, let's see. Oh yeah, you can't wrap around. I'm pretty sure this one's going to be low. Also, while I scroll here, I want to point out, at the end of the multiplayer video, I just realized like a minute ago, I said, we haven't seen stone evolution yet. Yes, we have. The Moonstone. Like, duh. There we go, Mr. Mime, number 122, the Barrier Pokemon. Always practices its pantomime act. It makes enemies believe something exists that really doesn't. That's called gaslighting, Mr. Mime. 120 pounds. Wow, that's how much I weigh. Actually, that's the most I've ever weighed. 4 feet 3 inches. Okay, Mr. Mime is commonly regarded as a very creepy Pokemon. And Naab Ogasawara, the localizer of the games, he didn't get to name most of the Pokemon, and he begged and pleaded with Nintendo's localization team, Treehouse, who named the Pokemon, please don't name it Mr. Mime. Let's change it to something else, because what if they're a female Mr. Mime later? And they refused to change it. Just a neat fact. Alright, well now I am going to go back through to Vermilion, back through Diglett's Cave. I would recommend any of you who get annoyed by wild encounter rates. I don't, because I've played Earthbound Beginnings. And that is the worst encounter rates of anything I've ever played. And of course, this was made by the same team. Don't forget that. Also, this is Miles. That's his name. We're not going to use him, of course. He is not our 5th member of the team. I say, of course, he's actually not a bad Pokemon at all, as far as I know. I mean, he's Psychic type. The most overpowered Pokemon type there is in this generation. But I'm going to go buy Pokeballs, and then I will meet you back at Route 9. Back through Cerulean City. Oh, I was going to say, buy repels, you know, in Pewter. No, they don't have repels there. Oh, well, you're screwed if you don't already have repels. You're just going to have to deal with the Diglett. You could alternatively go through Mount Moon, like that's going to be any better. So this is a mechanic I haven't shown yet. If you pull out a Pokemon that is of similar stats or level or lower especially, you won't be able to escape battle. So there we go. If you pull out a higher Pokemon or have one in the lead, you're more likely to escape the battle. And sometimes, if your Pokemon faints, it'll say, do you want to continue the battle? Because, you know, it's wild, you can run. And if you say no, sometimes you still have to continue the battle. You can't escape, which is kind of scary. You know, if you think about it, you're a kid and this creature is chasing you and attacking you. I will say, I cut it out because the conversation was really awkward afterward. It was very satisfying to be able to cut this down. So we don't actually have to go around anymore. I don't think. We can go out through the side now, right? Yeah. Sort of, if we go through here. We could go check on Magikarp at the daycare or even take him out and use him and see how much he's grown, but I'd rather wait until the very end of the game to see what level he's gotten from all our walking around the world, All this backtracking we've been doing and bike riding and grinding out Pokemon. Okay, get off the bike so we can listen to music. That's one thing I don't like about the bike. I like the bike song, but I like the varying music, you know, in different areas. The overworld music's the best part of the game. Well, let's get to it. Get to it and do it like Sonny Pruitt.